Hello, beautiful people, and I would like to welcome you on my YouTube channel, the School of Body Language in Public Speaking. Today, I thought to create content for the beginners in public speaking, to show the elements, the zones of body language, in order to understand, have a better, a deeper understanding about body language and what is the effect of body language in public speaking. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first part, I'm going to share a few tips why there is this effect, why body language affects. And on the second part, I will share 7 advices and tips for beginners in public speaking. For deeper, in-depth understanding about body language, let's split some zones of body. One zone, it is our facial expressions, our head, our eyes, our smile, the arms, the torso, the shoulders, our legs, the hips, the foot. All these are separate parts that we can have and analyze them in depth. That everything leads to our subconscious and to our amygdala, our limbic system. But today, no, we're not going to do this. It is beginners, it is the first level. So I will share only 5 of all these body language zones that I have shared just before. Let's start with our beautiful head, our head movement. This one zone, the head itself. In body language, in my language, the head equals to contract. It's the agreement. Imagine that you are a speaker, a public speaker, and you see your audience doing some nodding. That means that they love what they hear. They love your story. Keep on sharing your story. Second element, let's share about our facial expressions. So major importance because they convey emotion. The sad face, the anger face, the disgust, the contempt. I don't like this speaker. I don't like this idea at all. They make me sad. I'm angry about what I'm hearing. Surprise. Oh, what an exceptional new idea. Oh, I like new ideas that this speaker says. Or neutral. No movement, no muscles moving, no mimic muscles moving underneath our face. The smile. Imagine to see your audience smiling, laughing after you share a beautiful, humorous, or anecdote on the stage live. Let's carry on about our posture. Posture, it's a state of mind. Take it at ease and relax. And let's carry on with another zone of our beautiful body. And it is our legs. The legs. If you feel the urge of jiggling or fidgeting or rocking on the ground like a dancer, it's better to think about, to ground it yourself. There are a lot of rooting exercises in public speaking that I will share in following videos. But today, let's share one in order to have an understanding of what I'm talking about. Place your foot on the floor like that. Take off your shoes. Free your feet on the floor, please. And try to push them, to push on the floor in order to feel the pressure of your feet on the floor. And then put your consciousness on your feet in order to understand the pressure and to feel grounded. Rooting. This is a rooting exercise in order for you to balance, to feel stable and relaxed while sharing your content, your beautiful, your amazing ideas to the public. Let me see also my notes. I didn't miss anything about these. Perfect. And the posture, exactly. And now let's go to the gestures, the hand gestures. Oh, the magical hands were wired all these years to the human evolution with our hands. Do we have a weapon? Do we don't have any weapon? What is happening with her hands? We try to sew and not to hide our hands. This is important, and we should to use them functional. This is huge. I like this set because it's big, it's loud. Oh, I feel so beautiful. Oh, this is very small and tight shoes. Oh, I don't like them. Shh. And other things that we will share during the process of these videos at this channel. The voice, our amazing, smooth voice. Why don't we try to use some poses, some posing? Let me see an example. Let me see the notes, the paragraph that I have written in order to understand what I'm talking about. Posing, what I'm talking about, how to talk. The pace. Our home planet Earth is the third planet from Sun, is the third planet in the solar system. Our home planet Earth is the third planet from Sun, is the third planet in the solar system. Have you noticed the difference? At the second part that I have received the same content. I used posing, I use more emotional wording, I use hand gestures, I use also at the end, after the pause, the last pause, solar system. I use system, I use it in a lower tone of the voice in order to ground also this last word and to be more concise, more clear to your mind, the point that I want to give to solar system and to remain in your brain. Now let's keep on sharing for the beginners. I don't know if you have any question, you can share on the YouTube. I will see it, I will reply. I want to give you more advices for today. So I keep on sharing content. But before, for the beginners now, since this video, to share the elements of public speaking. The elements of public speaking, it's not only the audience, it's not only the message, the thesis of the speaker and the speaker itself, because there is a triangle. The speaker, the audience, the message. It's also the feedback that the audience is giving to the speaker. And then the speaker, there has to be the observer to see, is there any switching off of the audience or any, they are playing with a mobile? What is happening? He has to observe, and then he needs the first plan is to get the connection and then to start sharing ideas and messages and his thesis. Also, a part of this, you can feel, apart from the feedback, that you have to be the observer and to see your audience, how they respond or react to what they are hearing and to what they are seeing in front of them. There is also the situation. You have to consider in which situation you are in a wedding and you are making a public speaking, you are in front of the mayor and you are sharing some of the rights, what is happening. You are in front of a global audience, you are an educator, you are a parent and talking to your team, or a friend talking with your friend. We have to take so into consideration what is happening, the situation. And also if there is distractions, where I am, is there any noise? And more other elements that consist public speaking. So in order to recap for you, the 7 top advices for body language in public speaking for beginners, my lovely beginners. Tip number 1, take it at ease, posture at ease and relaxed. Put your hands and arms next to your torso, relaxed next to your torso. And then number 2, advice about your hand gestures. Since they are relaxed, you can move your hands, but you can move them functional. That means it is my first point. My second advice for you beginners, my third, my fourth, my sixth, my seventh. We're going to share 7 advices. So functional hand gesturing. If there is no point to use my hands, I'm just putting aside, or I'm just putting it in the mesotica zone. I'm putting it and I'm setting my contact here, relaxed, the arms next to the torso, or next to my body, relaxed, and when there is need, I use using functional body and I have gestures up, down, and so on. We're going to share more in next following videos. So this is going to now to talk about the third advice. The third advice, it is about you, my friends, when you are having and using technical vocabulary, please, because maybe the audience, they are not familiar, so try to make a definition and explain this technical term, this terminology to the audience. Maybe they are not an audience that they know these terminologies. Maybe it's a global audience or a different types of audience. When there is a terminology, vocabulary, please, we analyze it, we say and share a definition. This is more fair for everyone. Advice number 4, we say about standard is, let me check my notes a little bit, hand gestures, our technical vocabulary, and yes, then we are going about our clarity. When there is especially a global audience, we try to have a clarity and to check our articulation, how to be our thoughts distinct and clear words. In a global audience, we try to talk a little bit slower. You know that we're not all native English speakers. We speak English, so we try to be understood from the bigger majority of the audience. We interact. This is another advice. We interact with our audience, but in order to interact, we have to connect first step, and then when sharing and delivering our presentation, to interact, to feel, to hear, to sense the needs. What is happening? To observe. Are they putting a gaze, a hand gaze? Are they frowning? Are they having disgust? Or are they smiling, nodding? What is happening to my audience? I want to see, to feel, to hear, to observe in order to adapt, to change the pathway of my presentation, and to try to stop everything and to try to reconnect again before I keep on delivering. I have to go back to use a better and bigger period of my time, of my presentation, for connecting first and then sharing. Voice, the pause, the filler sounds. This is the next advice. Our voice should be relaxed, calm, to have a calm voice, and to play with the voice, with emphasis, with emotion. And the filler sounds, we try not to make filler sounds or to use words that they're having no meaning, small words like I am Mrs. So. I use it a lot. I used to use it a lot now. I try, instead of using the word so, that there is no meaning in the sentence. In some cases, of course, there is meaning, there is point, but not all of them. Instead, I replace it with pause. Other filler sound, it's like that shows to the audience that we don't know the content and there is no confidence. we might lose them. They might be near to switch off. We are very careful about our practice. That's why we need to make a lot of practice to our speech, to our talk, to any skills that we want to evolve and to enhance. Beautiful speakers, beautiful public speakers and beginners, I'm here for you. If you want to expand more and to discover your skills, your talent in public speaking. Next month, I'm going to have my lessons. The first lesson, 1 hour, it is about leadership and active listening, and also parenting and active listening. August, 28th of August at 12 o'clock p.m. time, UK time, there is a free webinar with Mr. Venkat V. M. Nikam, the catalyst, the mind catalyst, and me, body language coach, Roxana Economic English. We're going to share about active listening and parenting, just to have a sense. And after that, I'm going to share my modules and about my lesson. Private links, it's going to be given to you in case that you feel like you want to learn more in depth about parents' connection with teenagers and leadership connection with their employees, their stakeholders, their guests. Active listening, it's major importance. It's a nice, beautiful, powerful, dynamic communication skill for all of us. If you like what you have heard about this video, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe only at this case if you like the content. And I'm here for you to reply your questions. And I want to ask, what is your best advice? What is the advice that you like best from this video, or what you want to enhance a little bit more? Beginners, beautiful people of public speaking, I'm here for you. Gratitude for being here, and talk to you soon. Bye for now. Take care.